All right, it's Friday again, so that means Fluid Power Friday. And today I have our Vice President, Paul Anderson, with me. Paul's been pretty intricate in what we do here at Adams. I'll go ahead and let him give a quick introduction to himself, and we'll get into some technology that we've worked on in the last couple weeks.
Cool. Yeah, thanks, Travis. Yeah, Paul Anderson, VP of Sales with Adams, been with the company for 14 and a half years now. Um, Different roles from territory sales to sales management and now VP of sales. And so had the opportunity to work with Travis now for all of my 14 and a half years here. So,
Yeah, it's
and
yeah, it's been a long 14 years. We've gone through a lot of stuff together, and it's cool to see your growth because when you started, I had been in the role for about 6 years, and you've actually done really, really well. I mean, I used to be the pneumatics guy, and now I look to you for pneumatics because you know way more than I do on that side of the company. So I'm looking at you. And quick note, he did get a fresh haircut for this. Uh, that's how important Fluid Power Friday is. And it's also, we're filming this on Wednesday for Friday delivery. It's his birthday today. So if you're in the comments, make sure you comment happy birthday to Paul.
thanks, man. This is what I think our third video in the last couple months, and the first one where we're both not at an airport.
Yeah,
And I think the first one I'm not wearing a hat, so that's why I had to get my hair cut so I could actually look halfway decent for Fluid Power Friday.
exactly. Got it. This is important. This is getting big.
Yeah.
Um, so with that, I wanted to bring Paul on. He's done some real interesting things over the last week with some of our customers, and I just wanted to, kind of highlight some of those. So with that, I'll let Paul take it away and explain what he's been doing.
Yeah, I've been getting a little jealous with some of the videos Travis has been posting, so I had to fight for my spot this week. Um, Last week I had the opportunity to work with some great customers in Alabama and work with our sales guy there, Jordan. So just good stuff, cool stuff, and I mean every customer visit is unique. Every application is unique. So it's always great to be able to kind of see the customer's needs and projects and kind of what they're trying to do. Um, so I don't know. I figured I'd just hit on a couple different ones. But we had a meeting with an OEM, packaging OEM, and we've been working on a cylinder project with them. So they have an existing kind of NFPA cylinder that has some unique custom features to it. And so working with the IMI team, we were able to kind of come up with an alternative that allows them to have a drop in, but then also for that OEM, they're very keen on making sure that the customer is using the right product. So they try to put things with their label on it. They're proud of their brand. So leveraging the customization that we can do with private labeling and stuff there. So that's something simple, but double-ended rod cylinders, alternate port locations, some stop tubes, some different features that are standard options, but allows to customize to their application and then throw their label on it as well, just to make sure that their brand is still recognized and that the customer makes sure they're putting the right cylinder on in that critical application for them. So that was a cool, like simple one. We followed that up talking with a customer on leveraging valve stacks from Mac Valves. Mac actually has a new valve technology that they're a couple months away from releasing, which will be pretty cool. I got to keep it close to the chest, if you will, and not necessarily put the word out there on what it is until we're ready to release it. But was able to talk with a
Fluid
customer on that.
Fluid Power Friday did not release this. Back, don't come after me. This was Paul
Yeah,
Anderson.
exactly. So talk with them on the new valve technology that also allows us to leverage an IO link too, to optimize their machine design. So those are two pretty cool ones from packaging OEM standpoint. But then we went to a another customer where they're having a valve project that the the locations of the valves are hard to reach, and the valves have manual operators on them, but they're hard to reach. So if the operator needs to manually operate them, they have to get under a machine to be able to do so. So there's safety hazards kind of to that. So we worked with them on kind of redesigning the positioning of the valves, redesigning how we did the manual operator, integrating kind of a dedicated filter regulator to that setup, and then also a kind of a safety dump valve, manual safety dump valve. So worked on the theoretical scratch design, and then get to leverage a good resource that we have in Jared to throw it in CAD so we can show the customer what it looks like. We need to build a panel for it, anything to that effect. So those ones were pretty cool applications for us as a whole. And then there's another one with an OEM that we were trying to replace an existing valve that's not necessarily being as reliable as they need to. And thankfully with Mac, like they're the most reliable valve out there. And once customers put it on, they just don't have issues with it. So we've been able to build that foundation with that customer, and they had a new application, but there's a unique mounting structure for the existing valves. And so we were measuring it up on the machine, identifying where we need to potentially do a custom hole for one of the valves, leveraging Max 400 series valve. So that was pretty cool one. Simple modifications, but some of these simple modifications mean a lot for customers. So a couple things there, and I think the value add that we can do as far as throwing multiple products into CAD on SolidWorks and giving customers the ability to kind of visually see what the layout is so they can prepare when they're working on installing and rolling it out.
Yeah, these are all great applications. One thing, like I said earlier, like your development in 14 years has come a long way, and you're able to look at these things with our sales guys and go, hey, there might be a better way to do this, and you can real quickly talk them into, hey, the schematic should probably look like this, or we can remove these from this area and move it to that area, which is very helpful to our customers. It's not a me too thing. It's not, hey, I can do the same valve. It's, hey, let's think about this differently. Like it doesn't have to be that way. What are the issues you're having? So knowing that we can transition and do that real quickly on the fly with our customers has helped out tons of it. So with that, it's Fluid Power Friday. So enjoy the weekend. If you haven't met Paul and you're one of our customers, again, he's the vice president of the company. He knows everything from hydraulic cylinders to electric actuators to FANUC robots to vision systems. He does it all, and he's usually traveling around with our guys. So make sure you pick his brain when he's around with you. All right?
Appreciate it. Thanks, Travis. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Paul.
See ya.
See ya.